circle room and square room, and back to circle room. You can actually create like some kind of a maze just by like porting between different rooms like this. Is actually kind of neat. But as you can see, like when the character starts off, they end up like in the middle of the hallway as opposed to like next to this door or like the other door, which is really weird. That's the issue here. It's always set to the default position. So the next thing that we're going to need is that we're going to need to set up some kind of a variable which will store like the location of which your character is like commuting to and or from each room. Like maybe this will be like have the ballroom variable, and the other room will have square room variable. So when you pass through one door, the variable, the room location variable will be set to ballroom, or room location variable will be set to square room. I suppose you could like use a string or like some kind of text type to do it, something like that. I haven't actually like tried to do it that way. I thought about it, but like I was like, you know, testing it, trying to figure out how to. Where the hell did my blueprints go? Alright, trying to figure out how to get this thing to work, and I ended up like using an integers instead in order to get it to work when I was testing it out. So I'm gonna use this integer. I'm gonna call it room location. Right. The variable is not public and will not be editable on an instance of this blueprint. Variable is public but missing tooltip. Okay, so now the variable is public. Let's see, is there anything else that this variable needs? I'm not sure. Instance is editable, default, replication. I think this is okay. Now, what I need to happen is I need my overlap trigger box to cast to my game instance, and it's not working. Wow. I'm gonna turn off context sets. Cast to my game. Cast to my. Cooperate with me. Cast to my. I'm gonna have to come back and troubleshoot this. Okay, I think I understand why this didn't work before. What I need to do is create a game instance class so you can access the variable from different stages or different maps, different levels inside of your game project thing. So where shall I put this? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Blueprints. Apps. I guess it would So counts use a blueprint, wouldn't it? Okay, I'll just put here. So let's see here. Game instance class. Where is that thing? Okay, hang on a second. Alright, I think I managed to troubleshoot this thing. So what you need in order to create a variable that can be accessed across all like levels and stages and stuff without restarting your game is you need like some kind of a persistent game instance based variable. In order to do that, in order to create that, what you need to do is you need to create a specific blueprint class called the game instance blueprint. You do that, this is like a really important tricky part. If you don't get this part, then you probably won't be able to get this thing to work. You go over, you open up your blueprints, you need to look up your specific game instance class here. Game instance class here. And call this my game instance. It doesn't need to be called my game instance, you can call it whatever you want. This is so I can understand it and can easily locate it and blah 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 whatever. And then after you set that thing up, you need to come up here and go over to your projects, maps and settings. I know your project settings, go to your project maps and modes, and then access your game instance class thing and set your project to reference your game instance, my game instance. Now when you open this guy up, oh wait, oh yes, here we go, yes. It's gonna look a lot like your regular Blueprints event graph editor, but now whenever you create a variable, you should be able to access this variable from like anywhere else inside of your shindig. So this is gonna be like my room location variable. I need to make it visible so it'll be like editable on other levels and blah 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 whatever. Compile, save. Yes, save. I put my game instance in my root directory because, you know, I'm sure it makes it easier to find and like reference and whatnot. It's an organizational issue. You gotta make sure that your stuff is like organized because this is complex and convoluted and stuff. So now I'm going to go over to my ballroom blueprints, right? Get rid of this variable. I don't need this. Delete that guy. Cast to my game instance. There we go. So now with this, like I can get events inside of my game to affect variables which are accessible by like all other things within the game, not just on the specific stage. Thanks to this guy, my game instance. This guy, my game instance. Very important to remember this. That's why I keep repeating it. Okay, 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 okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this trigger box to like activate this cast to my game instance shindig, and I'll get my cast to my game instance shindig to set my variable set